Imagine entering 2025 all transformed just because all you did was focus on one thing in the last 90 days. I've been seeing this concept of the winter arc circling around online. And basically, what it is like just hibernation mode. Like, hibernation mode to where you just lock in, focus in on whatever it is that you want to achieve, basically in 90 days before the new year. So instead of starting in January, of course, 2025, you will start quarter 4, lock in, and be basically this transformed person for 2025. So I'm going to be doing this, and I would love if you guys join me. And what I want to talk to you today is about focusing on that one thing to get yourself transformed before 2025 in these 90 days. So I have my notes right here on my phone because I didn't want to be like all over the place trying to give you guys information. So like the one thing that you can focus on, it can be anything that you feel like your higher self needs. So of course, as I've talked about before on my channels, whether it's YouTube or Instagram, your higher self journey is basically just becoming the best version of yourself that you want to be. You are attaching yourself to identity that you see yourself, like, just the best possible way that you see yourself. And you are working on that. And you just attach that. You attach yourself to that identity. So that way it's more of, like not like a habit or something you don't want to do. It's more of, you are becoming that person. Like, hey, I am going to eat healthy because that's the kind of person that my higher self is, and that's the kind of person I'm trying to become. I'm going to, watch what I put in my body, or hey, I'm only vegan, or I don't eat junk and sugar. Like, my higher self does not indulge in those things. So you're just attracting yourself to that higher, person that you want to be. So with that being said, this could be, you locking in on something that's, mentally, if you feel like you need to, just focus on gratitude, or either focus on just uplifting yourself, focus on like, loving on yourself a little bit more, or if you want to, you're going through, identity issues, or you're going through a lot of anxiety or depression, and you want to just really hone in on that and focus in on that, before 2025. Also, this can be physical, emotional. This can be, career-wise, professional. So me personally, just let you know, I'm going to be focusing on physical. So I am doing more so of, exercise. So I'm focusing on like the whole physical part of my body. I have been slacking and lacking when it comes to sticking to a workout routine, when it comes to like, I feel like really fully eating healthy. So I just kind of just want to, just lock in, for the next 90 days. And also mine will be more of a spiritual journey as well, my faith-based journey, but we'll get into that later. So the science or psychology behind focusing on one thing is because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. So that's what I feel like with anything. So for this winter art, challenge, or whatever you want to call it, try to pick one thing. The only reason why I'm picking 2 is because I feel like I can incorporate my faith-based journey with God into, my workout journey. So I feel like those 2 can combine with no issue, and I should be okay. But I definitely suggest just starting out with one, whether it's, like I said, your body, your skin, your mind, your career. Just focus in on one at a time to not overwhelm yourself, because what it is your mind or your body can give up, before you even make it to the finish line, because you're burnt out, and you definitely don't want that to happen. If you are still struggling on choosing what you want to hyper focus in on for your winter arc journey, your winter arc challenge, ask yourself these questions. What could create the biggest life change in 90 days for you? What will be the thing that just totally can transform your life or yourself to where people or family and friends of that nature will be able to fully tell the difference? Also ask yourself, what is one area in your life that needs attention? What's that area where you feel like, hey, you just you can't master it, or it's an area that you are, lacking, that you haven't been paying attention to, and it's kind of like falling apart. Or you can ask yourself, where do you feel the most ready for change? Like, for me, I felt like with my, my spiritual journey, I felt like for me, I was ready for a change. I was ready to like stop watching church online and, finally choose a church here in San Antonio and, be into church and not just, doing my scriptures online because, you don't get that full effect. So just ask yourself, where do you feel like, what, hey, I am ready for this change. I am ready to, like just commit to it and dedicate myself to it. Okay, so step one, you want to create a clear, measurable goal. And of course, we all know about this SMART goals. So whenever you are creating a goal for anything, I definitely revert back to, the SMART goals because it makes it more realistic and it holds you accountable. So for example, for my fitness winter arc journey, I am going to make sure I am working out at least 30 minutes a day. So I'm starting small, I'm starting sweet. I don't want to scare my mind off or scare my body off. 30 minutes a day at least working out, but I am also doing every day. So I'm not only just doing Monday through Friday, I'm doing Monday through Sunday, 30 minutes a day, whether it be, the walking, Pilates, just in the home workout, yoga, running, whatever I can get my hands on, like weightlifting, 30 minutes. With that, I set a goal weight. So I want to lose 12 to 15 pounds by January 2025. That way I can measure that, how I'm doing. And then also basically I already told you the steps that I'm going to do to be able to obtain that goal. Other things that I'm going to do, of course, is watching what I eat. I am cutting out sugar. So no added sugar. I am going to eat things that have sugar in it, like, like fruit and stuff like that, but no added sugar. Um, I am not going to calorie count. I was doing that before. It was working a little bit for me. It really was. I can tell the weight difference in my face and my body. But this time, I really want to just kind of proportion my meals and really just overall eat healthy. So, like, not really restraining to a certain calorie count, but just eating healthy, just eating better, not so much pasta, try to incorporate more vegetables instead of more, starch, things like that. Okay, and so then after step number one, you're going to go to step number two. You're going to break it down into daily habits. So, for example, for me, I am going to, um, my daily habit is going to be like in the morning, I'm going to take my supplements, which is going to help with, of course, my gut health that I've already been taking. My routine is going to be my 30-minute, workout, whether it's on my walking pad or doing something else. You just want to basically stack those habits. So the more you stack your habits into what you're doing, the more to help you achieve your, hyper focus of what you're trying to, accomplish. So if it's career wise, you may want to put in a little extra hours, or either you may want to educate yourself more on whatever your career is. Maybe put in some extra, even like something as simple as Udemy. You can look up classes on Udemy, put in that extra work. Maybe talk to your team members about taking on any type of assignments that you can help with. So you want to just put in like daily habits of you basically just making yourself better, better, and better, and better in those 90 days. Step three, you want to create a routine. So, of course, I preach about routines all the time. I am not perfect at them. I am still getting better at them myself. So, bear with me. So you want to create a morning and a nighttime routine because I feel like they both go hand in hand. So your nighttime routine is basically going to set up the stage for your morning routine. So for my nighttime routine, when it comes to focusing in on my spiritual journey and my 90-day, the winter arc transformation for exercise, I am going to make sure I have my workout clothes laid out so that way in the morning it's already there in my sight. I'm, ready to throw them on. It's not holding me up. Also, I want to make sure I have enough sleep. Um, because if I don't, I will cancel my day. That's just me. I will cancel it. So I like to set the mood for the night. So not only, just going to bed, I want to wind down. So for me, my wind down consists of um, doing my skincare routine. My wind down consists of putting on something relaxing on TV, not really a movie or anything like that when I'm about to go to sleep. So putting on I have like these YouTube relaxing sceneries that play like jazz or the rain sounds or the fireplace that I watch. Then also going ahead and doing my journaling. This helps clear my mind. It helps get me just relaxed for the night and show gratitude for the day and just put my mind in the right place before I go to bed to wake up on the right side of the bed. Um, Also, nighttime routine, making sure like my space is just nice and, like clean and everything like that. So that way I'm waking up. It's literally minimal things I have to do to get my day started. So going into morning routine, my morning routine, of course, would be put on, my workout clothes, do my skincare routine, do my daily devotional. So that could be a scripture or, um, my Bible reading, or it could be one of my faith based books I have, um, which I have them right here. I had talked about them in a previous video. I'll link the previous video up here of the books that I use. And then, of course, working out, doing my 30-minute workout, and then, of course, getting on the computer for work. So with me, my morning routine always try to basically just set the tone for the day before I get started with anything else, especially anything else that's going to stress me out, maybe. So before I do anything else, I set the tone for the day in my morning routine. And my nighttime routine, I am setting up basically my nighttime routine to be prepared for the morning to be woken up in a great mood. You also want to track your progress. So, of course, with me, I'm going to be tracking my weight, maybe how I look, in my face, like the puffiness or the swollenness or inflammation, what so have you. And when it comes to my spiritual winter arc, I'm going to be tracking, like, making sure I'm going to church. That's something that's in there as well. Um, every Sunday, I'm going to officially join a church, becoming a part of a group. So I'm tracking, what I'm doing. But when you also journal about the things you're doing, that's a way to track as well to make sure you are holding yourself accountable for the things that you need to do, on a daily basis for this 90-day transformation. So next step is trying to stay consistent, getting your mindset together. So, of course, we all have days where there are, frustrating days, bad days, or either like, something happens, an emergency with family or kids, or just something that just throws you off, just off your routine of what you're trying to accomplish. You can have an accountability partner, someone that, helps keep you on your toes. You can also hold yourself accountable by just giving yourself those talks you need, whether it's with yourself or you can also, have therapy, just something that's going to keep you grounded and focused. Also doing any type of I guess they call it mood boards, but any type of board, something you can look at every day and remind yourself of the end goal that you're trying to get to. With mindset, you want to create small wins for yourself. So celebrate yourself within your small wins within these 90 days of transformation. Um, and for me, in my small wins, especially when it comes to working out, I am going to treat myself most likely. I don't know, maybe buying something new for myself, like treating myself with like buying something, or either I love wine, so maybe like okay, well hey, let me have my glass of wine, but work it off at the same time, something like that. But definitely celebrate yourself with the small wins, so that way you can feel good about what you're doing. I don't know about you guys, but I am really excited about the transformation. I'm excited to see myself transform. I'm excited for you guys. So I really hope you take this and you run with it. Definitely join me. Also, I would love to hear some comments down below on how you are going to hyper focus in on your winter arc journey. Also, I'll leave a link of some products that I recommend for the spiritual journey or either for the workout journey that I am doing. Um, they will be links to my Amazon. And then also, I would love if you would join the Facebook group if you want to dive a little bit deeper into self love, higher self journey, self care. I would love to, just talk more and everything like that and build that community with you guys. If you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. And also, if you want to see my 90-day transformation, be sure to subscribe. I will be posting a transformation video in January.